Alright guys, I realize this is a very important video, especially because this is something that resonates with me a lot. By the way, my name is Mamun from Nomadic Lifestyle, where we go from one place to the next place, where we try to improve ourselves in our financial life, in our spiritual life, our physical bodies, our mental capacity, and all that we can accomplish in this life. We try to become the best version of ourselves. We try to be more than who we are. So we are nomadic. We're constantly changing, not only in our location, but in our location, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we're going to talk about the importance of happiness and why should you try to be the happiest version of yourself. Why should you chase that happiest state? Why should you chase being as happy as you can be? Now the problem is, a lot of people nowadays are not happy. That is a problem. Why is that a problem? Because the people, whenever they're not happy, they are not themselves. Why is that a problem? Because then we are living in a world of fakeness. We are living in a world of a mask. We are living in a world where there is no authenticity. There is no true creativity. There is no true being. Everybody is the same. It's all basic. There is no depth. It's all surface level, and that is a problem, and it all roots from not being happy. Now we need to understand that happiness is our true nature. Being happy is our true being. That's our natural state. Our natural state is to be happy. When you look at a child, and I know I keep bringing this up, I keep bringing up the fact that we keep looking at a child. I wish I had a child somewhere, so I just bring him up. Like, when you look at this guy, right? Once I have a child, I'll bring him in front. So when you have when I have many children, just imagine many children just lining up. I was like, look at all these children, they're all happy. The main state a child is in is happiness. They are always happy. You see them bubbling around, energetic, and they're always in a joyous, euphoric state. Why is that? Why are they always happy? Maybe because they are authentic. Maybe because they are their true selves. Maybe because they have not allowed anyone else tell them who they need to be yet, because they are still new and all they know is themselves, and they are spontaneous in that way. We lost that spontaneity. We lost our true happiness because we allowed other people to dictate how we should feel about ourselves, and we start to believe that we should not be happy. This is what should happen to us. Why should you try to be the happiest version of yourself? Because first of all, it feels amazing, right? It feels amazing. Everything we do is because we want to be happy, truly happy. But it is counterproductive because we try to be happy from the outside instead of looking inside. When you start cultivating your personality, or better yet, when you start understanding your personality, when you start understanding who you truly are and letting go of all these inhibitions, you will automatically be happy. When you start loving yourself, you'll automatically be happy. Why is that? Because you are in alignment with who you truly are. You are not putting on a mask. You are not trying to be someone you are not, right? And you are not running away from the truth. All these things are just avoiding the reality, which is yourself. Once you avoid yourself and avoid loving yourself, avoid accepting yourself, you are not happy. And when you are not happy, you are not effective. And when you are not effective, then what else is there, right? I was just listening to, as one of my morning ritual tasks, I listen to motivational talks before I get started in my work day. And it was Les Brown, and he was talking about how we do certain things and we try to improve ourselves. But it was along the lines of, if we are not going to be happy, then what else is there? What other reason is there, if you're not going to be happy? If you may be doing something, at the end of the day you want to be happy. If you're not happy, you are depressed, and that is why you maybe go drink alcohol if you're depressed. If you're depressed, it's because you're holding emotions within yourself and you are not allowing yourself to be who you truly are, because you are not letting that emotion come out of you. naturally the emotion wants to come out of you, but you're holding it in. So now you're limiting yourself, you are inhibiting yourself, and you're not allowing yourself to be at your happiest state. I've talked about in my other video that happiness, it comes along with sadness, with anger, all these kind of things. These are just emotions, and you need to allow them to come to the surface so that you can experience happiness, so that we have a context of happiness. And happiness overall is just accepting your personality, accepting who you truly are, and not letting other people tell you who you need to be. Just accepting who you truly are. And when you accept who you truly are, then you know what you want out of life, because it is innate in you. You have an intuition with yourself, and you end up being happy. You end up doing what you need to do. You end up being more productive, more effective, more energetic. You end up having a good life. Instead of walking around being depressed with a mask on and not knowing your true self, and always depressed and just about to, just on the brink of suicide. I know I've come across many people who have known people. I don't know anyone personally, but I did attend the funeral of a person who committed suicide. I've known many people who are associated with people who have committed suicide. And it's not something to look down upon. But the reality is they let, in all those scenarios, they let someone else tell them what to do. They accepted that, and they did not, they basically, what they did is, this is what you want, this is what I want. Okay, what I want is not important enough, so I'm not going to even try to argue with you, or not even going to try to stop you from trying to make me into something that I don't want to be. And so they held that in within themselves, and since they held that in within themselves, that energy is fighting. It's the body holds that energy in, because you're holding yourself down. It's just, imagine that you have someone and you just push them down, and you just underwater and just holding them down. How did that person react? It's like frantically just trying to get out, gasping for air. And I know this is a very tough analogy, but that's exactly what it is. When you limit yourself, that's how yourself is reacting. It's frantically trying to come out, and so it manifests in your body. You start to feel depressed because it is in a tug of war, and you are not being happy at the end of the day. And when you're not being happy at the end of the day, again, you're not being your true self. You're not being who you truly are. Now you are not doing what you truly want to do, and now you're just living a life of lies. And I don't know about you, I don't want to live a life of lies, and I don't want to live a life of underachievement. And if that's what you want, then you truly don't know what you want. Because I don't believe that anyone truly wants to not be happy, and I do not believe anyone truly wants to do anything that they do not want to do. It is against our nature. Why would you want to do something that you do not want to do? When you do something you do not want to do, you feel depressed. You are depriving yourself of your freedom, of your true natural state of happiness. So I just thought I need to make this quick video by the way, this is a comb, and I comb my beard because I can do that, because I am happy about my beard, right? I can have a bald spot, accept my bald spot, but I am happy. You need to accept who you are. You need to accept your personality. You need to accept what you truly want. You first, everybody else second. That's how it needs to be, because again, if you do not love yourself, then you have nothing to give. If you are not happy, then you cannot share that happiness with anyone. You're depressed, you bring people down, and it is not a good thing. I hope you guys get some motivation, some inspiration from this video, and maybe it helps you to start searching for happiness, and you realizing, hey, maybe I'm not happy because I have allowed other people to tell me who I should be, and I have allowed other people to decide my life instead of me deciding who I want to be. I have allowed other circumstances to decide how I feel about myself and decide if I should go down a certain path or not. I have allowed other people to decide basically how I should act, and that happens a lot, especially and it is a problem in society, because there's a lot of psychology behind it, and especially when you're young and you're in school and you have peers or you have a teacher who scolds you. Now and especially because of the environment, you have to hold it down unless you're a rebel, which in hindsight is a good thing, but if you hold it down, and then you hold that pattern of keep holding your emotion down, and once you keep holding that emotion down, you lose yourself, and once you lose yourself, then you are never going to be happy. You will never be happy if you lose yourself. You just cannot be happy, because happiness is something that's from within, and if you cannot feel good within, if there is turmoil within, there will be happiness. It was like what, sunshine? So you cannot have sunshine when you have a thunderstorm, or when you have like a massive storm and a hurricane. You cannot have sunshine. So if you want to have sunshine, get rid of the thunderstorm, allow it to leave your body, allow it to just, this, when it comes in, reject the thunderstorm, let the thunderstorm come in, and then reject it out, or let it pass, and then allow your natural sunshine to come. Do not let that thunderstorm stay in there and turn around and boil into hot water and then burn your stomach, and now you have depression, now you have constipation, now you have all these diseases, because you are no longer at ease, because you are no longer happy, and you don't know who you truly are anymore. I know this is a video all over the place, but I'm sure you guys understand what I mean. I'll speak to you guys again. Peace.